Good afternoon, baseball fans, as we welcome you to Buckhold Park here in Stevens Point for Pacelli Cardinal Baseball as they play host to the Pittsville Panthers here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Mike Lund. I'm joined by Adam Mueller on color commentary today. Vinny Villarreal doing the production as the coaches meet at home plate, passing off lineup cards to the guys in blue, our umpires this afternoon. And Adam, it's good to have you along. Of course, you know these guys very well, being a current Pacelli student. You've played multiple sports with a lot of these guys. And what are your thoughts going into this one on what the Cardinals can do against Pittsville?
Well, I've heard them all day. I've heard their confidence. And looking at the rankings alone, it's a no-brainer why they should be confident. And based on their previous success, I don't see why not.
That's fair enough. I'm with you. Pacelli comes in leading the conference. They're 2-0 in the CWC South Conference play. They're 4-3 overall under Coach Wayne Sankey. Pittsville comes in 3-3, 1-2 under Coach Justin Rayburn, 5th in the CWC South this season as they match up today. Pittsville coming off a win at Port Edwards last week, 13-3. They also beat Bowler on the 6th. Pacelli, they split a doubleheader with Amherst on Saturday. 9-5, they lost Game 1, won 10-1 in Game 2 over the Falcons. One of the top contenders in the CWC East for Amherst. They're one of the favorites with Bonduelle to win that conference. Cardinals, one of the favorites here in the South, along with teams like the Rothschild Hornets and Wild Rose. But as the coaches line up, let's take a run through the starting lineups for this one. We'll start with Pittsville. Pittsville will be leading off at shortstop, wearing number 6. That's Wyatt Grimm. Hitting second, playing first base, number 18, Noah Calverley. Batting third and doing the pitching, number 11, Noah Grimm. Batting cleanup, playing third base, number 32, Brendan Iverson. Batting fifth at second base, Cam Dahman. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Evan Haley. Hitting seventh in right field, number 15, Dylan Luther. Hitting eighth in left, number 9, Cody Fox. And the DH hitting ninth, number 22, Gabe Mapes. He'll be DHing for center fielder Tucker Gardner. Now, time for our national anthem on Zaleski Sports.
Cardinals host Pittsville. Will please rise for our national anthem.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's US Cellular store.
To get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee, or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Back here broadcasting live from Buckhold Park. It is the Pacelli Cardinals and the Pittsville Panthers in baseball action this afternoon on this kind of chilly but partly cloudy Monday afternoon. Again, Mike London here with Adam Mueller on your commentary for today. Again, one more look at the lineup for the Panthers. It was Wyatt Grimm leading off, Noah Calverley hitting second, Noah Grimm hitting third, Brendan Iverson hitting cleanup, Cam Dahman hitting fifth, Evan Haley hitting sixth. Dylan Luther hitting 7th, Cody Fox 8th, and Gabe Mapes DHing for Tucker Gardner hitting 9th with Grimm on the mound. And for the Pacelli Cardinals leading off playing center field this afternoon, number 5, Bryson Cashin. Batting second and playing shortstop wearing number 1, Drew Kudrevich. Batting third and pitching this afternoon, number 2, Brock Bierenkotz. Hitting cleanup, playing first base, number 10, Nick Helms. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 13, Asher Jordan. Batting sixth at second base, number 3, Ben Hammerly. Batting 7th in right field, number 11, Peyton Fleece. Batting 8th and doing the catching, wearing number 6, Tim Sackman. And batting 9th in left field, number 17, Nolan Wycheck. Again for the Cardinals, Cashin, Kudrevich, Bierenkot, Helms, Jordan Hammerly, Fleece, Sackman, and Wycheck. Again, Brock Bierenkot on the mound, making his second start of the season. He went 5 1/3 his first start, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, none earned, did walk 4 with an ERA of 0.0. And with Brock out there, he's got to be, seems like the clear-cut number 3 guy, and a guy who I know he's put a lot of work in the weight room, getting stronger, getting more athletic, and I know you've seen from experience what he brings to the table athletically.
Oh yeah, he's possibly the strongest guy out there right now, and he's only pitched 1 game so far, but showed that zero runs earned for those guys. It's a testament to his pitching ability. Excited to see him here again.
For sure, of course, Pacelli playing some tough non-conference competition. Again, the doubleheader against Amherst. They beat Columbus Catholic last week. Lost a doubleheader to Green Bay Notre Dame at the beginning of this month. 2 conference wins against Wild Rose and Port Edwards, their first 2 games of the season. Both of those were 10-run games that ended early with some strong offensive output again. So Bierenkot on the mound, Sackman catching. Their infield left to right, third to first. Jordan at third, Kudrevich at short, Hammerly at second, and Helms at first, and then outfield left to right. It is Wycheck, Cashin, and Fleece. As the umpire cleans off the plate, and we're set to begin. Stepping in will be shortstop Wyatt Grimm. We have 2 games of stats for Pittsville this season. Grimm went 2 of 7 in those 2 games against Rosholt and Spencers. He'll take a strike right off the bat, and we're underway. Grimm 2 of 7. He's driven in 2. That's the team lead. A line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit right off the bat for Grimm. And the leadoff man is on for Pittsville. He squared that one up just off the barrel, and right up the middle, seeing eye single will bring up first baseman Noah Calverley. Calverley also 2 of 7 in the 2 games we have stats for, a couple of RBIs. Long, lanky, right-handed hitter. Pittsville in their purple jerseys, gray pants. Back with a dive on the throwback to first is Wyatt Grimm. Noah Grimm stands on deck. Yeah, Bierenkot immediately working out of the stretch. That's in the dirt. Good pick by Sackman behind the plate. It's down low for ball 1 to the Panther first baseman. Slightly open stance for Calverley. A little bit of a walking lead. That one I thought he missed high. Couldn't tell if he had called strike or not. Umpire a little bit subdued in some of his calls. Ground ball back to the circle. Bierenkot bobbles, throws to second, high throw. And they're going to call safe at second, and it ends up being a fielder's choice. And the out is recorded, so it's going to go 1-6-3. The out to first as the high throw gets the runner to second. We'll see if they officially rule that an error on a throw. But an out was recorded. And that brings up Noah Grimm. Grimm, the starting pitcher today, he's got the one win. We have stats where he had 17 strikeouts against Spencer as that one misses. For ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one went off speed, and Bierenkot got him to wave down in the dirt. Now up 0-2. That's high and away, 1-2. Trying to hit that outside corner. They did give an error on the throw. To Bierenkot on the throw, got the runner. They were expecting a double play. And that just misses, 2-2. trying to hit the corner just a touch low. And the count evens up. To the left-handed hitting Noah Grimm. He pops one fouling out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here, top of the first inning. A single by Wyatt Grimm got things going. He advanced a second on an error that almost turned into a double play. Good recovery, though, to get the out at first following that play. Ground ball to second. Hammerly takes, throws the first in time for the second out, but a runner advances to third. Productive out number 2 for Noah Grimm will bring up Brendan Iverson. Third baseman. Another left-handed hitter. Slightly open stance in that left-handed batter's box. As Bierencott trying to work out of a slight jam here in the first. That's outside for ball 1. .325 down each of the lines. .375 to just shade right centers. That's outside for ball 2. .345 to left center. The dimensions here at Buchholz Park. You're going to have to earn a home run here. That's popped up. Foul territory on the run. Looks like Jordan will make the call, and he'll make the catch, falling back into fair territory. But the inning does come to an end. No runs on a hit. There was an error and a runner left. We've played 1/2 inning here from Buchholz Park. It is Pittsville nothing and Pacelli coming up on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Bottom of the first on the way for the Pacelli Cardinals. They got out of that jam in the first with Bierencott leaving a runner on third, and as they warm up with Noah Grimm on the mound, quick reminder as well to be sure to sit back and enjoy the handcrafted sodas from the Stevens Point Brewery. Made from 100% real sugar and high-quality ingredients, select from a variety of styles that includes Point Root Beer, Diet Root Beer, Black Cherry Orange, or Vanilla Cream, and Kitty Cocktail. For more than 15 years, Point Premium Root Beer has been a tradition right here in central Wisconsin. Stevens Point Brewery supports all area student athletes. Going to be Cashin, Kadrevich, and Bierencott to lead things off for the Cardinals against the southpaw hurler for Pittsville. Again, he had 17 strikeouts against Spencer. Cardinals don't strike out a lot. They have to do a great job getting on base, especially the top of this order. And you got to think Cashin and Kadrevich especially going to try and get on base and use their speed.
Oh, for sure. I mean, two of the fastest guys in the conference, I'd say, from I know them, and if I'm Coach Sankey, that's exactly what I want to start this side of the inning.
Cashin, left-handed hitter, again, shorter path to first base as well. Out of that left-handed batter's box, he's hitting .389 this season, 5 RBIs. He's stolen 9 bases. He's also been hit by a pitch 7 times already in their first 7 games. So he's not afraid to go in there and wear the baseball and get to first base. A couple of triples as well. As we'll see what the lefty has on the mound again. In this conference, you're not going to see a lot of left-handed pitching. Makes it a little more difficult when you finally do to have that different angle, especially with a left-handed hitter like Cashin out there. Bryson 7 of 18, second on the team in hits behind only Drew Kadrevich. Third on the team in RBIs with 5, but he leads the team in runs scored with 9 through their first 7 games. Again, Cardinals coming off that doubleheader split against the Amherst Falcons. Cashin wide open stance. And that's a strike right on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Grimm working right away, immediately out of the stretch as well. Big curveball misses down and away for ball 1. That's a pitch to keep an eye on. If he can get that located, that's got a lot of movement And if that's close to the corner, it's going to be hard to lay off. And it's a bit high. 2-1 now to the Cardinals center fielder. Cashin has been a table setter all season long. Ground ball to second. Couple of hops. And it's kicked away at second base. Cashin will round and look. He'll reach on the air. That went right off the left shoe of Cam Dahman. And Cashin is aboard. That was a three-hopper right to him, and he just had to go right off of his glove and then his shoe, and he kicked it to center. Cashin aboard. Brings up Drew Kudrevich, hitting .500 with 8 RBIs this season, 5 doubles. Throw back to first, Cashin back standing. Kudrevich on base at a .679 clip. Cashin on base at .571. Cashin going, they got him picked off. Throw to second, he's going to steal second anyway. What a play. And the mantra has always been speed kills. Cashin was picked off, and he still gets second base. You can't defend against that. Now runner on second, as that'll be popped down the right field line, foul ground, and that will be dropped out and right by Dylan Luther, and Kudrevich stays alive. That's a play that's got to be made in right field. When you have a 500 hitter there, you can't let opportunities go to waste. There's strike two. Hit the outside corner. 0-2 now to the Cardinals shortstop, Drew Kudrevich. Second on the team in RBIs with 8. Prime spot here. Curveball. Not quite a feel there for Grimm, and that's going to miss high and away. 1-2. A lot of room at second base as that misses outside as well. As that second baseman not doing much movement to try and hold Cashin on, just kind of standing there. And the first baseman playing on the line. There's a lot of room in right and right center. Especially if Grimm keeps working the outside corner of the plate, as there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Kudrevich down on strikes. That'll bring up Brock Bierencott, trying to help his own cause. Bierencott hitting .217, 3 RBIs. It's 5 of 23 this season, stepping into that right-handed box with a close stance. Catch with a huge lead at second as well. He'll bluff, and that's a fly ball to deep left. And that's going to be off the wall. It's going to be an RBI double for Bierencott as Cashin jogs in to score, and the Cardinals strike first 1-0 here in the bottom of the first as Bierencott got a hold of it, and that ball carried over the left fielder's head, short hop the fence. And that'll bring up Nick Helms, the first baseman. Another right-handed hitter with a slightly closed stance. Helms coming in, hitting .313. As he'll foul one right off the screen toward our producer's head if there is not a screen there. And it's 0-1. A hit and an error have brought a run in. And that's going to bounce in the dirt. Good block behind the plate by Evan Haley, and it's 1-1. That misses high. 2-1 to Nick Helms, Cardinal first baseman. Helms, one of this Good group of juniors. That's down and in. Good pick again behind Haley behind the plate, doing good work back there. 3-1 to Helms. Asher Jordan stands on deck. Again, Grimm probably going to be trying to work inside with all that room in right center. Line drive into the gap in left center. That's going to be down. That's extra bases. That'll drive in another run. Back-to-back doubles, and it's 2-0 Cardinals. As trying to hit that inside corner, Helms rips it into the gap. And Cashin stole second. Bierencott traded places with him, and then Helms traded places with Brock. That'll bring up Jordan. He's hitting .350 this season. A freshman, a key part of the future of this team, even if it takes that one high and away. Not often do you see a freshman hitting in the 5 spot, but Jordan has been very impressive the short portion of the season we've seen so far. So that's just inside. Almost got a piece of him. 2-0 to Asher Jordan. Jordan, a guy who in the basketball season got a little bit of run with the varsity late in the year. And we impressed the coaches there, and he's definitely impressed Coach Sankey, getting a lot of starting looks, including potentially some looks on the mound potentially today as he pulls that one foul. And another guy where, Adam, you've seen him in basketball especially. He seemed to be a guy who really was willing to put in the work and seemed to make himself better every single day.
Oh, for sure. See him in JV and varsity. He actually got the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association Team First Award for our coach for putting the team first and putting in the work in. And there's no doubt that it's translating to baseball.
As that one's fouled off, 2-2 to Jordan. Straight on stance, right-handed box now slightly opened up. Runner on second, 1 out here in the first. 2 runs in on a couple of hits and an error. Slide step. Waiting back on the curveball just enough to foul it into the Pittsville dugout. That takes some accuracy, and it stays 2-2. And there's that big curveball, strike 3. They got to throw to first to cement the strikeout, and they do. On his way to third, and he's going to take third on the play as Helms heads up play. Extremely heads up play by the junior Helms from second to take third on the throw down. They do confirm the strikeout on the throw down. But Helms gets to third. And now something gets back to the screen. A third run could check in as Ben Hammerly checks in. Left-handed hitter. He takes one high and away for ball 1. Hammerly this year hitting .111. He's driven in a run, but he's drawn 8 walks. So he's hitting .111. His on base is .529. Very good eye at the plate. As that's a foul tip back to the screen. 1-1 to the Cardinals' second baseman, Ben Hammerly. Runner on third, 2 outs, a couple of runs in. Again, the 2 big hits, the back-to-back doubles by Bierencott and Helms. That is a big curveball. And it's strike 2 on the outside corner. I can see why Grimm struck out 17 at Spencer. With that big curveball, that's going to keep a lot of guys off balance. And that one's down and away. Good take by Hammerly. Grimm ready back on the mound, getting set. Gets his sign and goes. Misses high. Full count. Peyton Fleece stands on deck, looking for a chance. Runner on third, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, a couple of runs in for the Pacelli Cardinals. And that's a pop to shallow center. Camping under it, making the call, and the catch out in center is Tucker Gardner, and that will end the inning. A couple of runs and a couple of hits and error and a runner left. We've played 1 complete. It is 2-0 Cardinals on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota Powerful, Precise, Proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Top half of inning number 2 here from Buchholz Park. It's 2-0 Pacelli as Brock Bierenkot takes his warm-up tosses. And as he does, a quick reminder as well from Valley Communities Credit Union. With 5 convenient locations is the safe place for all your financial needs. You'll be part of one of the safest, strongest financial institutions in all of central Wisconsin. Low interest rates on loans and competitive rates on deposits. Offices in Mosinee, Croninwetter, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids. Call or visit valleycommunities.org to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, it's Valley Communities Credit Union, where membership matters. Final throw and a nice throw down to second by catcher Tim Sackman, and we're set to begin this second inning with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Pittsville order. Cam Dahman will lead things off at second base. He's 1 of 7 in the 2 games we have stats for, scored a couple of runs. As Bierenkot misses high for ball 1. Big inning for Brock to put up another 0 after he got a couple of runs, including one that he drove in himself back in the first. That'll bounce in. Brock working out of the windup. Defense playing mostly back, though Jordan playing in toward the grass as that misses inside. And that misses inside, and it's 4 straight to start the inning. And now a leadoff base runner for the catcher, Evan Haley. Brock did walk 4 in that first start. Trying to find his zone. He'll work out of the stretch now with the runner on first. And that one hits the inside corner for strike 1. Exactly what he needed following a 4-pitch walk to start things with Evan Haley stepping in. Haley, 2 of 6 in the 2 games we have. Throw back to first, back with a dive. And there's strike 2, again hitting at the knees, and it's 0-2 to the Panther catcher. Swing and a miss. He chased the high fastball. And good morning, good afternoon, good night, Evan Haley. 1 down. First strikeout of the night for Brock Bierenkot. Bring up Dylan Luther, the right fielder. So there's a fun start to the inning. A 4-pitch walk and then a 3-pitch strikeout. It's a Jekyll and Hyde inning so far for Bierenkot. That one misses low and away. Ball 1 for Luther. He'll step in that slightly open stance, leaning more straight toward the mound. As there's a strike on the inside corner. Bierenkot not afraid to work inside, which is always a good thing to mix things up in conference play. Cardinals' first conference game since April 29th. That win against Port Edwards. And it's strike 2 again. Catches him looking. 1-2 the count. Cam dominant first. He drew a leadoff walk. And a swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Brock Bierenkot. And now Cody Fox will step in, the left fielder. And he'll chase a high fastball for strike 1. So far, good bounce back for Bierkot after the leadoff walk. Back-to-back strikeouts. And that one goes to the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Bierkot looking to strike out the side here in the second. Runner going. That's strike 3 called. A little bit of a delayed call, but it is a backwards K, and the second inning for Pittsville comes to an end. No runs, no hits. They do leave a runner. And through an inning and a half, it is 2-0 Cardinals on your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Bottom half of inning number 2 for the Pacelli Cardinals. Noah Grimm taking his final warm-up tosses, and as he does, quick reminder as well from our friends at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's Garden Center is open, so pick up your annuals, perennials, shrubs, and vegetables. Plus, make your yard look great with lawn fertilizers, tools, grass seed, power equipment, lawn mowers, and more. It's all at Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Bottom of the order due up for the Cardinals, Fleece, Sackman, and Wycheck. 7, 8, and 9 in the order, facing left-hander Noah Grimm. Grimm had a couple of strikeouts in that first inning, gave up 2 runs and a couple of hits with an error. So 2 of those runs, one of which was earned. As right fielder Peyton Fleece checks in, right-handed bat. And takes it down and in the dirt for ball 1. Fleece hitting 125, 2 for 16 on the season. He scored 3 runs. Ground ball to second, a little bit of a slow roller. Big hop, and the throw-in time for out number 1. That time you could tell Dahman made sure to stay down on it. Makes the play for out number 1 to bring up Tim Sackman, the catcher. Sackman, the old school look with the high socks, right-handed hitter. Hitting .231 this year. And he's a little bit late on that one, and it's strike 1. Sackett, only a sophomore, another building block of this Cardinal team going forward beyond this season, as he'll foul that one off. Cardinals a good balance of veterans. They got a few seniors, but a lot of these guys juniors. Cashin, Kadrevich, Hammerly, Helms, all juniors. Obviously Sackman, Bierenkot's sophomores, and then Wycheck, Jordan, Fleece, all freshmen, getting varsity playing time early on. And that'll miss down and in for ball 1, trying to get him to chase down and in. Sackman lays off. Again, Grimm working out of the stretch. A little bit of a leg kick when there's nobody on. He'll go to a slide step with runners on base. High and away, 2-2. Sackman has drawn 6 walks this season. Got that on base up to 474. As he'll pop one up to shallow right. Luther makes the call. He'll make the catch. And it's 2 up and 2 down for the Cardinals here in the second, with Nolan Wycheck stepping in. Another one of these left-handed hitters for this Cardinal lineup. A lot of balance. The guy checking in, something you don't really see in the CWC, at least the years I've been around. As he'll rip one to deep right, but that's going to hang up in the air, and Luther will chase it down, make the catch, and it's 3 up and 3 down for the Cardinals in the second. Wycheck hit it just off the end of the barrel, and it's a scoreless inning for Grimm. We've played 2, and it's 2-0 Cardinals on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Brock Bierencott taking his warm-up tosses for the top of the third after Grimm went 3 up and 3 down in the bottom of the second. Michael here with Adam Mueller. And Adam, one time through the order, what are your thoughts on this Cardinals offense so far that you've seen?
So far, it's been pretty, hit or miss. But something to categorize their previous games, I would say, would be high point differentials. It's only 2-0 right now, but going both ways. I see in their past games they've won 13-2 at Wild Rose, 10-0 Port Edwards, lost 2-12 Green Bay Notre Dame. So far only 2-0, but we don't know what's coming next.
For sure, and a lot of that, especially with these smaller schools, is the difference in pitching. Obviously, Grimm definitely looked pretty good for Pittsville. Brock's seemed to settle down with striking out the side in the second. And if you can have 2 or 3 really good pitchers in these conferences, you have a very good chance of making a run. As there's strike 1 to Gabe Mapes, the designated hitter for Pittsville. And he'll cut through a fastball. Brock seemed to put a little extra on that one, seemed to be a little bit more velocity than he showed last inning. Where's Brock pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the Central Wisconsin Conference. As there's a grumble pulled, foul down the third base line. Jordan made the play, but he won't get a chance to show off that right arm. It's going to be a foul ball and we'll stay 0-2. Sometimes I know from experience, you take your well-being in your own hands when you're playing third base. And that it takes a special level of fearlessness as a freshman. As there's a little pop up to second base. The call and the catch by Hammerly, and it's 1 up and 1 down here in the third for Brock Bierencott and the Pacelli Cardinals. Really, since that first inning, ball not traveling very well. A couple of hits into the gap in that first from Bierencott and Helms, but other than that, the ball just kind of floating when it hits the air and kind of dying before it gets to the outfield grass. It is now back to the top of the order. Wyatt Grimm takes ball 1. He's singled. Ended up being stranded at third in the top half of the first inning. That one miss high and away. 2-0. So Pittsville's shortstop and leadoff hitter. That's a line drive to center, but Cashin will run under it, and he'll make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Again, you hit it to center, you're going to worry that number 5 is going to run it down. We talk about Bierencott as pound for pound, potentially the strongest guy in the conference. Cashin might be the fastest. And he made that one look relatively routine for a ball that was hit very well. As that's going to be down low to Noah Calverley. He grounded out back in the first. Hit it back to the mound. Bierencott bobbled it and threw it to second, threw it away, but recovering and making the throw to first in time to get the out anyway. As that's outside, ball 2. It's one of those weird plays where you look in your book after the game and wonder what exactly happened. But ended up being a 1-6-3 out. As that's just a bit high and it's 3-0. Now Brock's going to try and work all the way back, climbing the ladder. There's strike 1. Calverley taken all the way. And that'll be down low, ball 4. Second walk of the game. for Bierenkot. That'll bring up Noah Grimm. He grounded out to second his first time up. Is now with the runner aboard. It's the heart of the order for Pittsville. That bounces in a good block again behind the plate, and it's 1-0. Both catchers have done a good job keeping things in front of them so far in the first 2.5 innings. Not a big lead. And that'll be a fly ball to shallow center. Cashin will run under it, camp under it. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs on no hits. There was a runner left aboard for Pittsville, and we've played 2.5. It is 2-0 in favor of the Pacelli Cardinals on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Bottom half of inning number 3 from Buchholz Park is 2-0 Pacelli over Pittsville. And as Noah Grimm takes his warm-up toss, as a quick reminder as well from our friends over at Spectrum Benefit Solutions. They've got offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and now in Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. So find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. For Pacelli, it'll be the top of the order. Cashin, Kudrevich, and Bierenkot in the bottom of the third. That's where their 2 runs came from. As we saw in that first inning, the impact Bryson Cashin has, not only at the plate or in the field, but on the bases. He was picked off, stole second, and later scored. And that puts a little bit of extra pressure on a pitcher when you know you have a guy who can take the base, seems like whenever he wants.
Yeah, it's not just the speed; it's the instinct that he has when he's stealing the bases. And there's a reason he was honorable mention in All Conference in 2019. Obviously, didn't have a season last year, but let's see how he does it again.
And of course, that would have been his freshman year when he was honorable mention All Conference. That's an impressive start for Cashin. Again, wide open stance as he rips a base hit to right. And Cashin, 1 pitch, and he's aboard with his first hit of the afternoon. His 8th of the season, now 8 of 19. 10 stolen bases this year. After that one he took back in the first. Throw back to first, he's back standing. Grimm with a pretty good move as well. Again, left-handed pitchers always naturally have a pretty solid move to first base. This lefty, no different. Slide step, and that's fouled off by Kudrevich. He struck out swinging his first time up.
Kudrevich in 2019 joined Cashin, also a freshman in honorable mention All Conference.
Of course, Coach Sankey doing a very good job developing a lot of these young players over his career. Cashin on the run, big curveball, and there will be no play at second. Cashin takes it standing. And man, did he pick a perfect pitch to run on a big looping curveball. Kudrevich took it for strike 2, but now again a runner in scoring position. Don't be surprised next batter if Cashin goes to try and take third. Ground ball back towards second. Play not going to be made in time. It's an infield hit for Drew Kudrevich, as that was a little bit of a slow roll. The grass definitely played a factor in that one. Dahman played back on it. He went back into the gap. He had to try and go back against the grain to make the play. Now first and third for Bierenkot, who doubled to the left center field fence back in the first. And I think Kudrevich looking to run here, getting that first and third play on. And there he goes. Big looping curveball. Their throwback to third. Cashin back standing. Kudrevich takes second base. And that's always going to be a downside when you have that big curveball, is sometimes fast runners can get a good jump on you. Now second and third. That's popped up. Foul territory. And that's the play is going to be made by Brendan Iverson for out number 1. Now here steps in Nick Helms. He had an RBI double. Back in the first as well. Almost the same spot in that left center field gap. Now 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the third. Ground ball to second. That'll get the job done. Step and throw makes the play, but the run comes in to score as Cashin steps across the plate with the Cardinals' third run. Give the RBI to Helms. Now with 2 outs and a runner on third, that'll bring up Asher Jordan. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That big curveball misses outside, ball 1. 3 runs on 4 hits with an error for the Cardinals, and no runs on 1 hit with an error for Pittsville. Ground ball, fair ball down the third base line. Jordan on the run, he will reach, and that'll bring in a run. Yeah, I think they'll give him a hit on that. That was stung toward Iverson.
I'm pretty tough on giving hits, but I'm going to give him one because he hit it hard. It's a tough backhand.
And coaching staff gives an error. Coaching staff gives an error on that one on an E5. So they'll mark an E5 on Iverson as he couldn't make the play as Jordan reaches. So a second error. Hammerly flew out to center his first time up. As he will pop into foul territory. A long run. Iverson can't quite get there, and it's strike 1. That's a tough play. Iverson's been busy the last few batters. And that's popped foul again and out of play. Hammerly trying to inside out the ball to left field. And he's down 0-2. There's that big, huge curveball. Caught cleanly, and the inning is over. So the Cardinals get a little more runs on 2 hits and an error. They leave a runner. We've played 3 complete. It's Pacelli 4, Pittsville nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
They gave an error on Brock.
That's true. There probably should be an error. But they got an out, so I didn't.
Top half of the fourth for Brock Bierencott and the Pacelli Cardinals. 4-0 Cardinals. 1 hit through 3 for Bierencott on the mound. He's thrown pretty solidly so far. And he'll be facing 4, 5, and 6 in the Pittsville order. Iverson, Domin, and Haley. Bierencott taking his final warm-up toss. Trying to give his catcher a good spot to throw down to second. He does not. He spikes it in. And then Tim will throw it down. Again, good defensive infield right now for the Cardinals. Jordan, Kudrevich, Hammerly, and Helms, third to first. Haven't been too busy in the outfield with Wojciech, Cashin, and Fleece. Iverson popped up to third. He'll take one high and away for ball one. The fourth inning is underway. Swing and a miss on the outside corner, and it's 1-1 to the Pittsville third baseman. And I gotta think Brock's pitch count is in pretty good shape right now. They don't know. I was talking to the coaches before the game. They're not sure who's gonna be their number 2 coming in if he does get in trouble, as there's a foul ball back to the backstop.
I think these coaches are pretty confident that Brock will be able to rein it in, and I think he's got it handled.
For sure, I know they talked. Asher might be able to come in later if they need to. Just do the rules of there's a strike 3 swinging on a high fastball. Fourth strikeout for Bierenkot today. And here comes Cam Dahman. He drew a walk his first time up, was stranded. And that one bounces in for ball one. And that's high, 2-0. And so far in this game, Cam Dahman has faced 6 pitches, has not seen a strike yet. He's the one hitter so far. And as soon as I say it, the broadcaster jinx hits and it's a strike. I have a knack for that sort of thing. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not so much. That time it works for the Cardinals. 2-1. As it goes low, 3-1. And that's a little bit high and tight. Goes back to the screen. Second walk of the game for Cam Dahman. Brings up Haley. As we approach the bottom of this 5 o'clock hour, on a 48-degree early evening here from Stevens Point here at Buchholz Park. Throw back to first and then back with a dive. Haley struck out swinging his first time up. That's not only that gets behind Sackman, that's going to allow Dahman to take second. Tried to backhand that one. Another one on the dirt, trying to take third, throws in plenty of time, and he'll be caught for out number 2. That's a risk when you're down 4 you probably don't want to take with nobody out, or with only one out. So 2-5 the out. And there's a swing and a miss. Brock really popped the mitt with that one. 2-1 the count to Haley as he'll line one to first, making the pick and then taking it himself as Helms, and that ends up being a 3-up, 3-down inning for Brock Bierenkot. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We're halfway through. We've played 3.5. It's 4-0 Pacelli on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Bottom half of the fourth on the way with Grimm on the mound, and as he gets wound up, as he waits for his catcher to get out there, quick reminder from our friends at Point Heating to get comfortable this winter and now spring with Point Heating and Cooling. Point Heating and Cooling is your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Sign up for planned service, receive 10% off parts, and a reminder to service your furnace and central air conditioner. So call Point Heating and Cooling, 715-345-1979, and visit online at pointheating.com. For Pacelli, it'll be again 7, 8, and 9, Fleece, Sackman, and Wycheck. To lead things off as the Cardinals look to get some more insurance runs. And if there's been anything that's been going well is that really since the first inning, the Cardinals done a good job putting the ball in play, putting pressure on the defense, and Pittsville's been able to make some plays. Fleece grounded out to second his first time up. And he'll take an off-speed pitch for strike number 1. As he will pop it up. Shallow right center on the run. That's going to drop.
Looks like some miscommunication on Pittsville's part. 3 guys running for the ball. Nobody really goes for it.
Yeah, that's one of those weird no man's land type of plays where usually you want either your center fielder or second baseman to call that and make the play. And Fleece gets the single leadoff runner for Tim Sackman, as he'll pull one foul. And that was a play where, that's a long run for the right fielder from where he is playing. He covered a lot of ground. He just couldn't quite get there. That's one where you probably want your second baseman to go and make the play. Either way, leadoff hit, runner on. Fleece has stolen a base this year. That one's on the outside corner for strike 2. Tim Sackman flew out to right his first time up. And just staying alive, getting it off the end of the bat and rolling it foul. For the Cardinal catcher. And he came in hitting .231, but on base at a .474 clip. He's drawn a lot of walks this year. Probably his B move. Grimm throws over, back standing, is Peyton Fleece. Slides up, ground ball to short. Throw to first is not going to be in time, and Sackman is safe. A long developing ground ball, and he beats it out. As they will send in a courtesy runner, Sam Griebach. As Nolan Wycheck will step in. Back-to-back hits. Start at the bottom of the fourth. Looking to bunt. He pops it up. Backed off the fence, and it's 0-1. Trying to advance the runners for the top of the order. Wycheck hit one pretty well in the second inning. Flew out to right. The ball just hung up in the air forever. And that one sounded good off the bat. His first time up. As he squares, and he'll drop down a beauty. A perfect bunt. And there will be no play. It's going to be an infield single for Wycheck, and the bases are loaded. You cannot place a bunt any better, especially on a grass infield. That ball hit the grass and stopped cold. And the first baseman late to get back to the bag. Grimm had no throw. And now the base is loaded for Cashin. So the bottom of the order with 3 hits in a row as that's in the dirt for ball 1. Trying to get Bryson to chase that curveball. He's 1 for 2. A couple of stolen bases. He scored a couple of runs today. As that's just a touch high for ball 2. Nowhere to put him. Three straight hits. As that's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. A little Texas leaguer that dropped in the triangle in right center, an infield hit and a bunt single. And we got the Cardinals cooking here in the 4th. That's outside, 3-1. Cashin with 5 RBIs. He's drawn 2 walks. He's been hit by 7 pitches this season. As he hits a high fly ball to right center, a long run. And it's dropped. It is dropped. And everyone will advance a base. They're going to try and send the runner. 2 runs will score on the error. As Grivach takes the extra base. And on the E8, it is 6-0. As now the coaching staff heads out. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. He'll take the ball from a starter. And we'll see who checks in when we come back. 6-0 here in the 4th. No outs, runners on. We'll be back after this to break down the new pitcher on Zaleski Sports.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
So it looks like stepping onto the mound is Noah Calverley. He'll go from first base to the mound. Grimm will move over to first. And it will be Drew Kadrevich stepping in with 2 on and nobody out following the error. And as they take their warm-up tosses, a quick reminder as well from Feltz Dairy. Feltz Dairy is located at the Crossroad Commons in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy is a family-friendly experience. They serve your favorite cheeses, ice cream, meat, and more, all grown right here in central Wisconsin. Feltz Dairy is open Monday through Saturday, 24/7 on Facebook. Kadrevich is 1 for 2. He scored a run today. As now with runners on first and second, a right-handed pitcher now in to face Kadrevich. And there's a strike on the inside corner. That's up 1-1. So for Grimm, 3 plus 7 in, hits 6 runs, 2 earned. He struck out 3, didn't walk a batter. He is responsible for both runners on. Big, huge looping curveball, and that's outside for ball 2.
That same kind of pitch we saw from Grimm earlier, but he didn't use it much in this inning.
No, you're right. He really didn't. He went away from that curveball a little bit once the guys reaches. That's going to be high and tight, 3-1.
I thought Grimm finally had that curveball pretty reined in after it was a bit wild in the first inning, but for some reason didn't want to use it.
Yeah, I don't know if he lost trust with it or lost feel, but you're right. He threw a lot more fastballs that inning. As it's a walk over to Kadrevich, and now the bases are loaded again. Whitecheck on third, Cashin on second, Kadrevich on first. It's a 6-0 lead for Brock Bierenkot. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Popped up to third. Nobody out. Sixth batter up here in inning number 4. Cardinals looking to break this one open. Ground ball to third. They're going to throw home with it. The play is made at home. Good play and good pick by Haley behind the plate. As Bierenkot will reach on the fielder's choice. And the bases remain loaded. But now 1 out for Helms. He's 1 for 2. Drove, driven a couple of runs. An RBI double back in the first. RBI ground out. So we'll have a runner again for Bierenkot, a courtesy runner out there. Can't quite see the number with the sun starting to peek through. Strike on the inside corner to Nick Helms. Cardinals trying to break it open. 2 runs in, bases loaded, and 1 out. That's going to miss high.
The courtesy runner at first is the senior number 19, Jerry
Auer. Okay. Auer, he's got a hit this year. He won 1 for 1 over against Port Edwards. That's down in the dirt. Good block by Haley, keeping it in front, keeping Cashin over at third. 2-1 the count to the big Cardinal first baseman. And a lot of room in right center field. Ground ball to short, could be 2. And it's dropped at second base. And the run will score. Another error. And everybody's safe with a run in. We'll bring up Asher Jordan. 7-0 Cardinals. Bases remain loaded. Jordan's 0 for 2. Reached on an error last time up. That one misses inside. Can hear his dugout telling him to wear it. Get the easy RBI. Ground ball to third. Again, they'll throw home and they'll get the force there. And that's thrown back to the plate, and the run will score as some heads-up base running by Auer. So Kadrevich out 5-2. And aggressive base running, an aggressive send by Coach Sankey. Gets the run in. Jordan will reach on the fielder's choice. And when they threw down to first, Auer just kept going, and he beats the throw to the plate. Helms takes third. And now here comes Hammerly. He's 0 for 2 today. Not often you see aggressive base running like that. But good job on Auer to not slow up at all. And Helms also to take third. And that's going to be a flare into left center. That's going to be down for a hit. Bobbled in left, but there will be no advance following that, and it's an RBI single for Hammerly. And this game is broken open. 9-0 Cardinals. Looking for one more run to have a chance to end it next inning. It's up to Fleece, who started this inning with a little Texas leaguer, as he'll pop one fouling out of play toward the grandstand. And it came pretty close to a lot of family members over there. So Adam, checking in, I mean, this all started with the bottom of the order getting 3, not the greatest of hits, but base hits nonetheless. And next thing you know, 5 runs are in.
Oh, yeah, especially with that bunt from Wojcik, I believe. Set it up perfectly for Cashin, and then everything fell into place from there.
A couple of errors in the inning as well from Pittsville. Is now 0-2. Down and in the dirt. Good block by Haley. And Fleece 1 for 2. Started this off with that little Texas League single. Scored. And locked him up. Strike 3 looking, and the inning is over. If you're Pittsville, you're thinking, finally. But 5 runs across on 4 hits. They leave 2. We have played 4. It is 9-0 Pacelli on Zaleski Sports.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
Ready? We're good.
Brock Bierenkot out for his 5th inning of work, and as he does, a quick reminder as well from our friends at Stone Innovations of Plover. They're here to serve you. Stone Innovation specializes in the fabrication, design, and installation of stone countertops. Stone Innovations Incorporated operates with the most advanced fabrication equipment in the industry. Visit stoneinnovations.net to begin your order. Final line as well. On the mound for Grimm, he went 3 innings. 7 hits, 8 runs, 4 of which were earned. And he struck out 3 without a walk. He'll face Luther, who will cut through 1 and miss. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging first time up. Luther, Fox, and Mapes to lead things off for Pittsville. That one will miss for ball 1. As that one misses high and tight for ball 2. Quick update as well in softball. Assumption playing Auburndale today. They're up 3-2 in the bottom of the 4th. A couple of RBIs for Galbraith. As there's strike 2 to Luther. So the Rose of Assumption in their first real tough battle of the season. As there's a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Brock Bierenkot for out number 1. His 5th. As now it's Cody Fox. He's 0 for 1. He got caught looking. His first time up. He'll hit one to center off a little bit off the end of the bat. Cashin will run it down with relative ease. That ball kind of carried a little bit more than I was expecting compared to what we've seen earlier today. But it's 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the 5th for the DH. Gabe Mapes, he's 0 for 1. He popped up to second. And he'll chase a high fastball again, 0-1. And right on the corner, strike 2. Bierenkot only had 63 pitches thrown. Definitely in good shape. This game continues past this inning to go the full 7. 1-2 the count. And he chases the high fastball for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up and 3 down for Pittsville. Couple of strikeouts. And through 4.5.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bottom of the fifth on the way. The Cardinals need one run to wrap things up. As we broadcast live from Buchholz Park. Mike Wendland here with Adam Mueller. And as Adam's going to rotate over, do a little bit of production as well. Kind of multitask here in the fifth inning. For Pacelli, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up. Sackman, Whitecheck, and Cashin here in the fifth. Looks like we may see a pinch hitter. So it looks like Auer is going to step on deck. So Tim Sackman will step up. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored back in the fourth. Popped up to right field back in the second. As he will hit one into left. And that'll be caught out there. Quick out. So Auer will pinch hit. Jerry's 1 for 1 this year, a couple of RBIs. He had a triple as he takes a strike. So he's pinch hitting. Whitecheck expected to re-enter. If we go to a sixth, as he pops on foul, and that is back toward the parking lot. And it's 0-2. And that gets to the backstop. It sounded like it hit multiple things, but it must have just hit Haley. As he will slap one to right. That's a base hit. And the senior's 2 for 2 on the season. And that'll bring up Bryson Cashin. He is 1 for 3, but he scored 3 runs. He's reached on 2 errors today. As the tones of Jerry Lee Lewis play over the PA system. Gotta like the old school classics playing for these hitters. Big looping curveball stays outside. 1-0 to Cashin. That hits the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cardinal center fielder again. Cashin reached base all 3 times. 1 hit. He's now scored 12 runs this season. That one stays outside. 2-1. And it's 3-1. That one misses high. Auer on first. Cashin at the plate. 1 out here in the 5th. Cardinals looking for 1 more run. And it's ball 4. So Cashin aboard for the 4th time today. We'll bring up Kadrevich. He is 1 for 2. Singled and scored back in the 3rd. Walked back in the 4th. As Drew takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Second inning of work for Noah Calverley. That's down and inside, bounces in. Again, Haley with a nice block back there. Up the middle, that's a base hit. And they're going to hold the runner, and the bases will be loaded. And on a play you really can't script, it'll be up to Brock Bierenkott to potentially end this one and help his own cause. And cement himself with a complete game one hitter. If he can hit a deep fly ball or hit one into get a base hit, infield is in. And he pulls it foul. One out here in the fifth. Bases are loaded. The infield is in. And that one will be high with a curveball, 1-1. And he misses high, 2-1. Popped up to shallow left. The call, the catch, there will be no tag. And Auer will stay at third, and there's 2 outs. Kind of surprised they didn't send him there. But Cody Fox makes a play, makes a good throw back in, and now it's up to Helms. It'll take a base hit. And it's high and in for ball 1. Helms 1 for 3 today, an RBI double. Back in the first. High fly ball to center. Chasing it down and making the catch is Tucker Gardner. And Pittsville tight ropes out of it. Cardinals leave the bases loaded on 2 hits. We've played 5. It's 9-0 Pacelli.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Getting ready to start inning number 6. It's 9-0 Cardinals. Line score for this one: no runs on 1 hit with 4 errors for Pittsville. 9 runs on 10 hits with an error for Pacelli this afternoon. As it'll be Brock Bierenkott facing the top of the Pittsville order here in inning number 6. Of course, stay tuned. Following the game, I'll be down there. I'll talk to Coach Sankey live. We'll get a player as well to get in our highlight house this afternoon as the Cardinals look to get to 3-0 in conference play, 5-3 overall. He'll face Grimm, Calverley, and Grimm. Grimm 1 for 2 today. He's got the lone hit. Hit a single back in the first. Flew out to center. Back in the third. As he'll cut through that one for strike 1. 1-1 the count. That one's high and in. Tried to, look like drop a curveball in there, but he just couldn't quite find the release point. And just spun up, stayed inside. That's popped up, fouling out a play behind home plate. 2-2 to the Pittsville shortstop. And that's down and away. Good block again, but we go full 3-2. Bierenkat with 3 walks today. Now 4 is out. It's ball 4. Leadoff runner aboard for Pittsville. For now pitcher Noah Calverley. He's 0 for 1. Drew a walk back in the 3rd. That's a strike right on the outside corner. Nothing in 1. And Brock now at 71 pitches in very good shape. Throw back and back with a dive is Wyatt Grimm. That stays high, 1-1. That's going to get behind Sackman, and that'll get the runner to second. So now runner in scoring position here in the top of the 6th. Nobody out. Second time that Pittsville's put a runner at second today. As it's ball 3. Grimm was stranded at 3rd back in the 1st. Cam Diamond was thrown out at 3rd, back in the 4th. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, and we go full again, 3-2. And it's back-to-back walks to start the 6th. Runners on 1st and 2nd for Noah Grimm. He's 0 for 2. And that time he dots the corner with a fastball. Strike 1. Grimm grounded out to 2nd, flew out to center today. And again, he hits the outside corner. 0-2. That corner has been pretty big today. Really, just that corner. Really, the other one not as much, but that right-handed batter's box, that corner's been extended just a little bit. But not that far. That one just a bit outside. That's fouled off to the backstop, and that may have gotten a piece of a little bit of everybody. It stays 1-2. Couple of walks to start this inning. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Nobody out here in the 6th. That's popped up. Infield fly rule. And the play's made at first for out number 1. That'll bring up Brendan Iverson, the 3rd baseman. He's 0 for 2. He popped up to 3rd and struck out today. And some sunshine peeking out here at Buchholz Park. As that's popped fouling out of play down the 3rd base side, and it's 0-1. And that's going to get back to the screen, and now the runners advance up 90 feet again, 2nd and 3rd. Now with 1 out. And there's strike two. 1-2 the count. This will be a big strikeout if Brock can get the K. Ground ball to second. That'll get a run in. Big hop for Hammerly. He'll step and throw in time for out number 2, but a run comes across. And that leadoff walk comes around to score. Calverley advances to third. And here comes Cam Dahman. He is yet to have an official at bat. He's walked twice. That time he takes a strike. Walks in the second and fourth. Brock misses high with that one. It's 1-1. 2 outs here in the sixth. Run in. Fly ball to left center. The call and the catch out and left is made, and the inning comes to an end. No run, one run on no hits. There were no errors and a couple of runners left aboard, or one runner left aboard. We played 5.5. It's now 9-1. Pacelli on Zaleski Sports.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Bottom half of inning number 6 on the way. A couple of changes out there for each team. For Pittsville, now pitching number 13, Dryden Luther. Third pitcher of the day for Pittsville. So the final line for Noel Calverley, he went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits and a run. It was unearned. Walked 2 and he struck out 1. As the Cardinals making a wholesale group of substitutions as well. Sam Grivach is in. He will lead off. He was a runner earlier and scored a run as a courtesy runner. Matt Tipple also in the game. He'll hit for Hammerly. And if he gets up, Ben Westrick will hit for Tim Sackman. He's due up 4th. Umpires making sure they get all of the news as Calverley goes back to first. Grimm out of the game. Looks like he actually may have just moved to right. Either way, bottom of the 6th, 9-1 Cardinals. Grivach will lead things off. Sam on the year is 0 for 4. He's been a pretty consistent runner on the bases as a courtesy runner. Shown good instincts on the base pass as well this season. Ground ball to second. And there will be no play. It's a leadoff single for Sam Grivach. He was pinch hitting for Asher Jordan. Jordan went 0 for 3. as Matt Tipple, who's 1 for 2 this season in the box, right-handed hitter, wearing number 9 for the Cardinals. And a great backhand by Haley to save that one from getting back to the screen. And there's a swing and a miss. Big right-handed cut from Tipple, one that's going to loosen your back a little bit. As he'll pop it up down the first base side in foul ground. The call and the catch is made for out number 1. Now here's Peyton Fleece. He's 1 for 3 today. Singled and scored back in that 5-run fourth. I'm not sure Peyton's speed, if he can hit that right center field gap, he could end the game right here. Or he'll line one to left. That burned left fielder. That's going to hit the deck. Grievach around second, on his way to third, and they're going to send him. It's an RBI double for Peyton Fleece. That one of the best hits of the day for the Cardinals. That ball was crushed. And now Ben Westrick will hit. And he'll take a strike. Sackman went 1 for 3 today. He singled and scored back in the fourth as well. Westrick this season is 0 for 2, but he's driven in a run. Drawn a walk. Line drive to short, and the play is made for out number 2. Now back on the re-entry, hitting again, Nolan Wycheck. He went 1 for 2. He was pinch hit for Auer, who had a single back in the 5th. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 6. And he'll pop it fouling out a play off to our left. Off speed, stays high and away. Cardinals 10 runs on 12 hits today. Line drive to center, that's going to drop for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner, and now runners at the corners for the top of the order. So now here's Cashin. Cashin's been on base 4 times today. He's 1 for 3. Stolen a couple of bases. Scored 3 of the 10 runs. Fleece at second. Wycheck at first. And Cashin takes one high and away. One of the big stories today, the bottom of the order for the Cardinals, getting it done. 5 hits from the bottom 3 in the order. As that's a strike on the outside corner. 5 hits, they've scored 2 runs, they've driven in 1. And that's high and away, and you know as a coach, you will take that every game and twice on Sundays. If you get 5 hits from 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Runners at the corners, 2 outs here in the 6th. Base hit ends the game. And it's high, 3-1. Cashin drew a walk his last time. And that's ball 4. So Bryson Cashin has reached base 5 times today. And here comes Drew Kudravich. He is 2 for 3, couple of singles. Scored a run back in the 3rd. He's also drawn a walk today. Bases are loaded. And that's high and away for ball 1. Fly ball to left center. Long run, and this game is over. Kudravich will walk it off with an RBI single off the left center field fence. And this one will come to an end. In 6 innings, it was Pacelli 11 and Pittsville 1. Stay tuned for your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. That's coming up next. We'll break down what happened in this one right after this on your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to Buchholz Park here in Stevens Point. It was 11-1 in 6 innings. The Pacelli Cardinals with the win over Pittsville. Time now for your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Of course, Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds that are made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com to place your order today. Michael in here with Adam Mueller. And Adam, I'll go to you first. I mean, seeing this team today, what were your thoughts from this one? It seemed like everything was clicking.
Yeah, it was no surprise to me. It's characteristic of a regular Pacelli game. A pitcher that can hold his own, and the whole order doing their job. 10-run rule. It's happened multiple times this season.
And all 3 conference games, Cardinals get to 3-0 in the CWC South. They 10-run Wild Rose, 10-run Port Edwards on this field, and now they get 10 runs on Pittsville. And I said it in the last inning, it started with the bottom of the order, 5 hits from 7, 8, 9, including a pinch hit from Jerry Auer. And when the bottom of the order is doing good things, the top of the order, their job is that much easier, and they lived up to the challenge.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just like you said, 7, 8, 9, young guys coming in, doing their job. Seniors pinch hitting, courtesy running, doing their jobs. It all just comes together for them.
For sure. And of course, the final hit from Drew Kadrevich to the left center field gap. It only is going to go down as a single, but it does go down as the game-winning RBI and the game-ending RBI as they win this one 11-1. So we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with the rest of your Nasonville Dairy post-game show right here on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Back here from Buchholz Park again with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Cardinals win this one 11-1 in 6 innings over Pittsville. They get their 3rd conference win, their 5th overall. They're 5-3 on the season as we wait for Coach Sankey to head over, get a post-game conversation with him, and also one of our players will get in the highlight house this afternoon as another great conference performance for the Pacelli Cardinals. As I'll go send Adam to go grab a player when we're done with talking with Coach Sankey. And Coach, 3 conference games, 3 10-run rules. How's it feel for you knowing you're 3-0 in the South and you've been able to look very strong in all 3?
It's obviously a nice start for us in the conference. We hit the ball well today, and I told the kids that the pitchers we saw today are no different than some of the pitchers we've seen on the weekends too. So, we try to come out and get ready for our conference games, and the guys have done a nice job. Obviously, Brock did a really nice job on the hill today for us.
For sure. You talk about you seeing these pitchers that you're going to see a lot of competition like this. Grimm coming out, he threw a lot of big breaking balls. You guys, it seemed like the patience was there. You guys were able to work the count, work the walks, and then when those came into the zone, you seemed to hit him pretty well in that left center field gap.
Right. I think exactly. His curveball was good, but our guys, laid off anything that was not in the zone, and they must have been picking up his pitches pretty well. And when we got ahead of the count, they put the bat on the ball, and it went for us today.
Absolutely. And, of course, Bryson on base 5 times, despite only the 1 hit. But it started with the first inning. He was picked off and takes second. Whenever that guy's on base, it seems like anything's going to happen, and it seems like there's really no stopping him once he gets on first base.
Yeah, I obviously haven't seen a lot of teams play, but I put him up there with the leadoff hitters anywhere around this area. He's one of the fastest kids and smartest base runners, and he's obviously a threat that we have right away. And if he can get on in the first inning, getting that first run with him in there is nice for us.
Absolutely. Of course, again, the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 with 5 hits today. That's a huge boost for your lineup, knowing you have, if your bottom third is going to get on base that much, there's going to be a lot more runs to follow, it seems like.
Right. And I think the big thing, too, them getting on base and then Nolan Wojcik getting that bunt down. We did that same thing when we played over in Green Bay, Notre Dame. He got the bunt down, and they didn't get an out, and that just led to the big inning with our top of the order coming up.
Sure. And again, lastly, you talked about Brock throwing all 6. Pitch count was in very good shape. He would have been able to go 7. It seemed like if it had gotten to there. Knowing that you have now a third arm that seems like who's going to be pretty confident up there and is going to be able to get the ball over the plate and let his defense do some work, that's got to be a huge boost for you as a coach.
Yeah, it's nice to see Brock have some success. He's only a sophomore, so we didn't know at the varsity level what we would technically get out of him on the hill, but obviously he's been very successful for us, and we'll take that out of him.
For sure. And if you want to get him, if you could send him over, that'd be great.
Sounds
so thank you
good.
very much. Good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Coach Sankey there with his conversation. Cardinals win this one 11-1 again in 6 innings. And we're going to get Brock Bierenkot over here to be our highlight house player of the game. Of course, the complete game, 1 hit, 1 run allowed through this one. And as we're joined by Brock Bierenkot, and first of all, Brock, congratulations, a great complete game for you. And how does it feel for you on the mound knowing that your team can trust you to be that third arm out here?
Well, I mean, Coach Sankey, he trusts me on the mound at all times. I mean, he'll put me out here to start. I mean, he just puts a lot of confidence in me, and I just like it, and gives me confidence to go out there and just throw strikes.
For sure, and of course you also helped yourself in that first inning, getting that first double, getting things going. How does it feel knowing that you helping yourself out and knowing that one run might have been enough if it had to be?
Well, yeah, I told myself, I was just like, I just got to throw strikes, and if they hit it, they hit it. But, I mean, obviously they only got 1 hit, so, I mean, yeah, that was it.
For sure, and of course also a whole team effort again, bottom of the order, getting things done, you guys getting stuff done at the top of the order. It seemed like this whole offense was really clicking today, and now 3 conference games, 3 10-run rules, and with a lot of conference games coming up, that's got to be a big confidence builder for you guys.
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of confidence. I mean, we're going into all these games, and we're thinking we're winning, and we want to go in there, and we want to win, and we want to prove ourselves that we're going to win.
All right, sounds good. So one more thing for you. I'm going to just give you the microphone. I'm sure you saw it during football season. We're going to have you look at our camera up there. I'll count you in, and then you'll say your name, and then you're in the house, all right?
Okay.
So I'll give you that. Just look at the camera. All right. We'll go in 3, 2, 1.
My name is Brock Bierenkot, and you're in the house.
Sounds great, Brock. Congratulations. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That's Brock Bierenkot, our highlight house player of the game this afternoon as the Cardinals win this one in 6 innings, 11-1. So, Adam, we'll bring you back in one more time for some final thoughts. And I guess, again, you know a lot of these guys. You're a current student with them. What are you thinking going forward for this Cardinals team?
Oh, I think this is just going to, as you can see, they have plenty of confidence. It's just going to keep building and building. Coach has got confidence. It puts more in the players. And, honestly, they're just raring to go.
I agree with you 100%. And so stay tuned for more Cardinals baseball throughout the course of the rest of this high school season as they win this one 11-1 in 6 over Pittsville. So for Adam Muir and for Vinny Villarreal, this is Mike Wendland saying so long. This has been the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds that are made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. One more time from Buchholz Park. It is 11-1 in 6 innings. The Cardinals 3-0 in the conference over Pittsville. Everyone, from all of us right here at Zaleski Sports, enjoy the rest of your Monday, everyone. Stay warm, stay safe, and have a great rest of your night, everybody. Good night.